Hey now, welcome back to Lone Star Mini Restoration. Today I am beginning the process of cutting out the boot floor. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, the plan is from the inside of the boot, I've taken a paint marker and I've gone around and I've basically just made a series of dots and outline from the inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small drill bit. Oh, Siri thinks I'm talking to her. I'm going to take a small drill bit, and I'm going to drill all throughout. Let me take the camera in, and I'll show you what I'm doing. That way, when I drill everywhere that I can on the inside of the boot, that way when I flip the car over, because I can access the bottom of it, I'll have a dot-to-dot basically connection of a rough cut to begin with of where to cut from the outside, since I can't see the brackets that I want to keep. Yeah, I think that in the ideal world, that's going to give me a safety net. Okay, if you can see here, now we're inside the boot, and you can see my dot-to-dot pattern. I'm basically, again, I'm staying away from the arch. I'm giving myself a good 1 inch plus safety net all the way around. I've done that all around the perimeter, and if I can get my drill bit in there, I will drill these out. Okay, from the inside of the boot, I have drilled a series of holes, allowing me now from the outside to cut straight lines, basically a dot-to-dot match. If you can see all my hole patterns, and I'm going to use that as a pattern to cut. Okay, part of the floor is out, and I just wanted to stop to show you. I love it when things are made back in country, right? Made in the USA. All my cutoff discs. Awesome. All right, as you can see, the majority of the boot is out. I'm going to leave the bench in for now because it's tied to the companion bin and a few other places, and I'm going to need to mark those locations before I take it out. So meanwhile, I will go around and clean up the edges. I've done a good job, I think. I grazed my new bracing, just barely, not enough to be concerned about, with the cutoff wheel. But for the most part, it looks pretty good, I think. There's some part numbers that I found, and I'm curious to know, I don't recognize the part numbers at all. So I'm curious to know if there's a possible way to track them back to a date, maybe, to see when they might have been replaced. I'm sure it was a replacement, a fix, whatever, at one time. But anyhow, let me bring the camera in, show you what I've got. All right off the bat, you can see here, I played it safe. You know, I gave myself a good safety net, but now I can access all of these brackets relatively easy in here. So now I can come back and I can cut off that fillet weld on all these locations. That way I think I can salvage this bracket. So that's easy enough. Likewise down here in the corners, all of these brackets down here, I think I can pretty much salvage. I don't know about this one. This one, okay, well I just now noticed I did cut right there a little bit. So I have already ordered this panel anyways, so I'm not worried about that. But this one I can salvage. And for the most part, I've kept a good safety net all the way around. So here's where you can see my jig system, I will look at the layers of rust and of panels. But then up here, okay, so here's where I have found, look at this. So here's my part numbers that I found. On the inside of the, let me back up. Inside of the boot lid, I guess. Let's see, can I see? And so these part numbers, these tags, I don't recognize at all. Does anybody familiar with the vendor of these guys? I mean, like, the part number is MC151AACAN. And again, I just don't recognize the part number at all. But anyhow, that was interesting. Oh, and down here, you can see, there's my boot floor. Took it out in kind of two pieces. The boot floor and then the corners, the valence corner closeout panels. I took those off. I cut those away. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up. I don't expect any surprises around the perimeter. I'm going to just clean it up now. I did want to point out, though, that I salvaged this bracket from the boot. This bracket is where the gas tank ties into. And it's worth mentioning, too. In fact, I didn't know what it went to until I forgot, because I disassembled the car so long ago, until I watched the YouTube channel Mini Culture. Forgive me, I do not know the guy's name, but I have a great deal of respect for him. I like his thought process. His progress is incredible. But he just did a beautiful gray Mini, had it finished, and at the end of it, they realized that this bracket, they located incorrectly. He didn't. The shop that he paid did. And so now it's going to cause a lot of rework. And man, I hope that gets resolved. But thanks to him, I figured out, or it helped me remember, what this bracket was for. So I salvaged it. I have a brand new complete floor panel coming. It's supposed to be here Tuesday. I just ordered it yesterday. Of course, it's the weekend now, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. When I order stuff from Mini Spares, normally it gets here really quick, and that's awesome. I don't know if my floor panel comes with this bracket, so I'm going to keep it just in case. But this guy's out. I'm going to clean up again. I expect no surprises. If I get to something that I think I need to document, I'll cover it. But otherwise, appreciate it. Oh, I did want to say too, the video did not catch it, but when I was cutting off the upper closeout corner for the valence closeout panel, the leftover paper that was there caught on fire. That was kind of cool. I just kind of blew it out. No big deal, but it was kind of neat. Oh, the other thing that I am going to attempt to salvage is this guy down here. This guy, I think the battery box is still in decent shape, so I'm going to try to salvage that. I've seen quite a few on other videos. I've seen where the battery box has just been totally rusted out. That one looks pretty good. I'll cut it off, clean it up. In fact, I'll probably just sand it down and paint it, get all the rust off of it, and keep it for, I've got other Minis, so who knows. But I'm going to wrap this one up for now. Thank you for watching. If there's any input, any advice, any tips, I'm an open book. Until later, I guess my next episode really will be taking this bench out. Yeah, so I'm going to be working on that. All right, bye just now.